Evening, guys. I'm just here down at Rose Hill Boxing Club in Morden area with the legend that is Peter McDonough.
How you doing, everyone? Hope you're all well.
So, Peter, did all the talk at the minute. You called me earlier today and you told me you were adamant that Billy Joe was going to pull out. You said, I think he's going to get on a plane. And I said, nah, bollocks. I don't think so. But since then, we've seen his dad come on to IFL TV a couple of hours ago and say that they are definitely not budging. And Team Canelo have told them they can fuck off home if that's the position.
Yeah, I mean, rumours going around now. John Ryder's flying out in the morning to Texas. I knew Billy Joe would stand by his word and say he wanted a 22-foot ring. I mean, for me, that's the only thing Billy Joe's asking for. He's not asking for much. I mean, the judges are his dad, his cousin and his uncle, so at the end of the day, what more does he want, Canelo? If he is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, does it matter if it's a 20-foot ring or a 50-foot ring?
No, but what about the spin on that? But people might say, well, Billy Joe, if he's confident, he thinks he can beat the guy, then he can do it in a 20-foot ring. What do you stand on that?
I think you've got to give him one bit of leeway, and he took his best asset away from him. For me, I don't understand why it weren't in the contract saying that this should have been in the contract saying that there should have been a 22-foot ring there at least.
You've been in championship fights yourself. What do you remember about ring stipulation in any of them contracts for title fights?
Do you know what? I never took no notice really. I just whatever ring it was. It was. I could fight in a big ring, a small ring, whatever ring you want to put me in.
He's not asking for a lot, says Lewis Hawkins, who I believe is a local lad. You know what? An interesting point you made earlier was that one of the reasons why you think Billy Joe is serious and will fly home if necessary is because you don't think the money is neither here nor there to him.
No, listen, Billy Joe's a clever businessman. He's been a clever businessman for his boxing career as well, and he's invested well. So, you know what? It's nice to see sometimes that a fighter can get the promoter by the balls, and that's what I believe has happened here.
Eddie Hearn's been quiet so far. I haven't heard anything from him in the last couple of hours.
Yeah, no, he's quiet because he knows Billy Joe stands by what he says, and I think that's what he's going to do. And I think, I don't know if he was getting 6 million or whatever, but the rumour is Tyson's going to give him that 6 million if he don't fight.
Tyson Fury's going to give him that 6 million. Yeah, but see, has Tyson Fury really got 6 million just to give away to his mate?
Of course he has, mate. He's worth about 150 mil, isn't he? So
So really, because do you believe Tyson Fury really gave his purse to the homeless in the first Wilder fight?
I don't know too much about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but Fury has that kind of money whereby you can literally say, Billy Joe, don't worry, I've got it covered.
Yeah.
Okay. The fight will go ahead, says Tommy Shaw. I still think it will. So, gun to the head, right? You're saying fights off. Billy Joe won't fight.
If it ain't a 22-foot ring, Billy Joe won't fight. That's the way I see it. And I believe he comes back to the UK, goes back with Frank Warren, and strikes a deal with Chris Eubank Jr. So now I am a card reader as well.
You did tell me that earlier. You said that you think he's going to pull out the fight. You said it before even today.
Yeah.
You said he's going to pull out and he's going to put together a blockbuster, a relative blockbuster, a bargain blockbuster.
People pay for it. People will pay for it. Listen, let me tell you something. The pay-per-view we've had on the TV lately, pay-per-view as they say, it's an absolute joke. No disrespect. Dillian White, fair play. Derek saw a fair play to him the other night against Joseph Parker, but it still was pay-per-view. It weren't pay-per-view for me. And that shows the state of boxing at the moment.
Yeah, well, you're always very vocal on the subject in your Voice from the Corner kind of YouTube channel and their lives on Instagram. But I still think we're going to see Billy Joe Saunders in the opposite corner to Canelo on Saturday night. I fucking hope so.
If it's a 22-foot ring, that will happen. If it's not a 22-foot ring, it won't happen.
So let me ask you, what kind of margin do you think there is, or likelihood do you think of Canelo's side acceding on this?
I don't think they will. That's why I think the fight won't happen.
Mick Guilford's saying, all right, Pete and Ben.
How you doing, Mick?
Yeah, you know Mick.
He's going to get pretty Jew, isn't he?
I don't think that's a reasonable statement, but he's okay.
Yeah, me and Mick was in Belmarsh together. He was the gym orderly when I was in Belmarsh. So,
He's never been orderly at anything else.
No. How's the gym going down there anyway now, Mick? What's happening down there at the moment?
Julian McGowan messaged me earlier and he did say that he had a degree of sympathy with Billy Joe's thing. He said that, Canelo's team are forever having everybody over a barrel, thinking they can get everything their own way, and he actually thinks it's reason. Some people are saying Billy Joe's being a bit,
do you know what?
and his excuses.
I think on social media, Ben, I think a lot of people are going with Billy Joe, which is surprising because I thought a lot of people would try and hammer him, but they are going with what he's saying.
He'll never be short of his knockers, as it were, and I'm seeing that as well. But Ben Hudson, Cat Weasel just said hello.
Go on, the Cat Weasel.
Yeah,
he was my first loss.
Your first loss? I thought you were going to say first love for a minute.
Yeah, no, first loss. This is my first loss, mate.
Yeah, which I remember, Ben Hudson actually once said he was very honest about his role, you know, his niche as a journeyman, and he said, you know, if you can't beat me, if you're going places, you're going anywhere, you will beat me, and if you can't beat me, you need to find something else to do. So how come you persevered?
Because it was over 6 2-minute rounds, and I changed the fight to 4-3s afterwards, and he never laid a glove on me. So,
Okay. I'm only joking about it. Obviously, it's one of them interesting results, isn't it? You can't say these guys lightly.
Boxing's boxing. Do you know what I mean? You win some, you lose some.
John Wayne Hibbert just said hello as well.
How you doing, John? How you doing, mate? How's things
Wayne,
going?
his name's Wayne, I think. I think the John Wayne tag was just for the, you know, the old kind of
John Wayne,
promotional value, you know. But all right, Pete. Well, we're up here at Rosedale Boxing Club, like I say. We've just been getting involved in the training, helping out tonight, giving a bit back to grassroots, right?
Yeah, I enjoy it, mate. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Up here with the main man himself, knows boxing inside out. Not going to mention his name because he don't really like his name being mentioned.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he's great. He's great at what he does, and I think he's the best amateur coach out there.
Sean Mannion is watching. Sean Mannion, who fought Mike McCallum in 1984.
Sean Mannion is my. He's been to when I fought Gomez, not Gomez out.
Yeah.
When I fought Andy
What,
Murray.
is he a trainer?
Big supporter now. Big
supporter.
Yeah. He lived about 12 miles down the road from me. So.
Yeah.
How you doing, Sean? I'll give you a ring later, mate.
Yeah. So I'd like to say it's good to have you on here, Sean, and it'd be good. If you're up for it one time, I'd love to have a chat with you about your illustrious career as well. I do remember a great quote from Sean Mannion in Boxing News or Ring Magazine, and he said, going into the Mike McCallum fight, he said, "I have not had a drink for 6 weeks."
Yeah,
that was it, which struck me as.
There's a better quote than that on Sean Mannion, because around his waistband they wanted to put a sponsor on his waistband, and they said, "We'll give you 10,000, 20,000, 50,000." He said, "I wouldn't take £1 million to take Russ Muck off my shorts. That's where I'm from. That's where I was born." And that means more than anything in the world to me. Money's only temporary, pride's forever. So,
top man.
No, it's nice.
All right, Pete. Well, we're going to await with interest. The 2 ugliest men in boxing, says Danny Connor.
Danny Connor's sitting indoors now eating a Big Mac. Dan, I thought you was up here supposed to be training the kids.
Listen, don't ever go at him. He's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah. Is he? No, not that, right? He's that ill. He's that ill.
Yeah.
So we'll leave you here on brick top.
Yeah. Be lucky, keep punching.